It's December the 26th, 2015, and if you've been following me recently, you might know that I called Paul Ryan a pussy punk bitch, right? And among other things, I called him a lot of things. And then I also say, hey, Paul Ryan, you're not going to get away with what you think you're going to get away with. I'm going to guarantee you that right now. And I want to go ahead and elaborate in that I'm not physically going to do anything to Paul Ryan. In fact, you don't need to physically do anything to this guy. All you need to do is talk about what he's doing and keep talking about what he's doing until people are goddamn disgusted with him. And basically, they're going to take him and they're going to wipe his seat up off the earth because he's fucking disgusting. He's a disgusting individual. All right, that's what's going to happen. So, with that in mind, here it goes. I just caught an article from off of the Hill. And basically, this is what I got to say about the Hill and what they're trying to do. If you read this article, you'll see someone trying to desperately take up for this man, and it's disgusting. All right, but anyways, they describe how the right is living. You know what I'm saying? In the whole right-left paradigm, what they're trying to say is the right is fucking angry at Paul Ryan. And let me tell you something. A lot of people are angry at Paul Ryan. Whether or not I would describe him as the right, I don't think I would. All right, because that's beside the point. But they're angry because of, among other things, the omnibus bill that he just snuck through like a fucking thief in the night, which is a $1 trillion spending deal where he collaborated with all sorts of Democratic psychopaths. Right? So, people are calling him out. Ann Coulter called him out, called him a pussy punt bitch. Apparently, Mark Levin, Laura Ingraham, folks like Rush Limbaugh are also calling him out and saying, hey, you seem to be tricking us. You seem to be wanting to trick us, and that's not good. All right. See, recently, you know what I'm saying? It was said by a aide of Mark Ryan, Paul Ryan, rather, that he will continue to talk directly to conservatives throughout the country as he has always done, which is a bold-faced lie. What he's going to do is talk to folks like Michael Medved, Hugh Hewitt, which is a fucking retarded name, and his old political mentor, Bill Bennett. That's who he's going to talk to. When people ask him questions, it's going to be friendly sounding voices asking him questions. If he really was going to talk to conservatives directly, what would happen is that they would tear him an asshole very wide and deep. They would tear him a brand new asshole. So he's not going to say one word to anybody besides his friends and buddies. Anyways, um, speaking on the omnibus bill, as you can tell, as you probably already know, Paul Ryan is trying to talk out of both sides of his mouth at this point. He's taking a classical tactic of many politicians, and he's saying, "Oh, I inherited this. This was pretty much going through before I got in, and then when I got in, I had no choice but to fucking pass this shit like a thief in the night." Right? I had no choice to do it, but also at the other side of his mouth, he's saying, but actually, it's a good thing. It's really good. It's gonna help us out. I'm saying people are gonna get money and stuff. Please believe me. Except I didn't have nothing to do with this. Somebody else did this. It was Boner. It was Boner, my best friend. All right, he did this, and I had no choice in the matter. But it will be good for you, and it's gonna be good for everybody. Everybody's gonna get money, is what he's saying. He said the speaker has pledged to immediately also hold a vote to repeal Obamacare. Now he's talking about Obamacare, and a lot of people have been talking about repealing it. They ain't gonna repeal shit. All right. So now that he knows that he's pissed a whole gang of people off, he's gonna try to sweet talk people like everybody's been doing, like we're already sick and tired of hearing. And he says, "Oh man, I know I fucked up, but that wasn't my fault, and also it's a good thing. But if you're mad, if you're angry at me, I'm gonna repeal Obamacare using the reconciliation tool once Congress reconvenes. I'm gonna do that. All right, I'm not a genius, but I'm gonna tell you the future right now. That shit ain't gonna happen. All right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody repealing shit, especially a Paul Ryan. And let me tell you something else. Paul Ryan could suck Obama's dick in public without kicking up dust. He would do it. I promise you, he would do it. Right, so he ain't repealing shit. He doesn't have no plans on repealing shit. What he's gonna do is say, I'm gonna repeal it, I'm gonna repeal it. And in the dead of night, he's gonna fucking magnify it. He's gonna multiply that shit. Alright, because he loves a Barack Obama, just like he loves a fucking boner, alright? And so that's what we're dealing with. That's what's gonna happen. Let's see, let's go a little bit further. The legislation that he says he's going to install will include a provision that halts federal funding of Planned Parenthood. Let me tell you something. Planned Parenthood is not going to miss a dime. That much I promise you in 2016. Not a damn thing is going to happen economically to Planned Parenthood. Why? Because they fucking love that shit. And you might be like, well, what's wrong with women's rights and stuff? You know what? You can get abortions from all sort of places and stuff if you really think about it. If you want an abortion so bad, why would you need it from one government-ran place? That shit don't make sense. Um, and then, before the damn article is over, uh, the article says that a lawmaker, and the thing is, they don't name him. They don't say what lawmaker. They said a random anonymous lawmaker said this about Ryan. They said everyone gave Ryan a mulligan. Now that's a fucking lie because I never gave Ryan shit. I never gave Paul Ryan any sort of mulligan. at all. So I don't know what he's talking about. Everyone, who is this everyone you're talking about? He says everyone gave Paul Ryan a mulligan, but he will not get any more mulligans. Let me tell you something. Paul Ryan's reign is going to be nothing but mulligans. It's going to be mulligans here, there, everywhere. They're going to be under chairs. They're going to be on top of trains. They're going to be fucking. You're going to be drowning in mulligans by the end of this. All right. Anyways, this is December the 26th, 2015, and please believe when I said Paul Ryan's not going to get away with this, I meant it. I meant it, Paul Ryan. I meant that shit.